I cannot with this episode, I cannot. Hello guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Alexandra and you can actually find me on Instagram under Team Toronto. I am a licensed real estate agent in Toronto, but today I want to have a little bit of fun and actually do a reaction video for a Selling Tampa episode. So let's dive right in. Before we dive in though, don't forget to hit subscribe for more content like this. So in this episode, one of the agents in Selling Tampa, Alexis, takes a high value client out for showings and it's pretty hilarious. So let's dive in. Also, I just want to say that these intros are always so extra. All right, so here we are, Tenille's listing. We're about to see what goes down, but we are here. Tenille's listing. Also, I just want to say that I've always wanted to get my license in Miami. Obviously, I'm a realtor in Toronto, but I know Tampa's not Miami, but like Florida in general, because it is so beautiful there. And it's just so funny seeing the different prices there compared to here in Canada. So anyways, a $11,330,000 commission, which is crazy. But what you don't see in these shows, number one, these shows make it really easy to make it look really easy to be a realtor, but that's not the case. But it is a very rewarding job, okay? And then the other thing that they don't show you is all the like different splits and cuts that they have to make to their commission. So they're not actually pocketing all that, as well as the taxes they have to pay on that. So just keep that in mind, but still a really big number. Okay, so here we have Alexis at Tenille's listing, all right? You guys with me?
As always, great to be back here with a potential buyer. So he's basically an investor? Yes. Okay. Ben is a high-profile investor, not only in Florida, but in several different states. Alexis, better bring it today because...
So it's not her client, so I get it, but she's like, oh, so he's an investor? Like, for me, I guess like, it's not her client, right? So it's Tenille's client. She's just coming along. I guess Tenille's going on a trip, so Alexis has to cover for her. But like, if I was Tenille, maybe I would give her some more background on who he is. Like he's an investor, what his interests are, but she has given her some information, but probably not like all the information. But you know, you should kind of know your client before going on a showing with them. But I get it, it's not her direct client.
Because Ben is a very valued customer. I'm excited to meet him. Is he typically late or? I don't know. He said he's on his way. Oh, he's pulling up. Okay, good. Nice. Great. You know, I'm going to be doing a little traveling and I really need you to take care of this client.
So there you go. She's traveling and so she needs to kind of cover for this client. He's like a big client of hers. Also, if you need somebody to like help you do showings, it always has to be someone from your own brokerage. It can't be someone else from another brokerage, like another company basically.
I won't let you down. You'll be surprised. No surprise. No surprises. You'll be impressed. You'll feel secure. You'll feel secure. I got you. You know, I know how to work with people and...
I watched this episode yesterday, but I tried not to watch it all because like I wanted to make sure my reactions were like fresh, but my reactions were fresh. But I cannot with this episode. I cannot.
Everybody that I do work with, they all have good things to say about taking care of your clients. That's good. Yes.
Okay, and another thing is like everybody has different personalities. That's fine. Alexis just bugs me on the show. There's a couple like whatever, but everybody has different personalities. For me, I always find Alexis is very like low energy, and you know, in this industry, you kind of need to be maybe uppity, energetic. But of course, she's gonna attract different clients, so it's fine. Maybe you know, someone might find my energy too much. They might go to someone with a little bit less energy. But I don't know. It's just my personal preference, I guess.
It usually drives something fast and I like fast. I like sexy. Love money, you know. Is this it? Mm-hmm. Oh, this is him. Wow.
Okay, so here he is. He's like a high value client. His name's Ben. We all know this. He's an investor. So like, yeah, it's just, it's an important client. No matter who it is, you should still treat your clients with respect. Like, cause I was watching this and I was like, oh, like, you'll see, you'll see.
No, he's just some random person coming to the house with a loud sports car.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hi, how are you?
Right. Nice to see you.
Hello, Alexis.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And what was your name again? Benjamin. Okay, nice
What?
to meet you.
Dude. Like, there is more like worse things in this episode, but like, what is your name again? How much is this house? This house is 11 million. What is your name again? You don't know his name? Like, Ben, it's one syllable. Come on. You don't, and like, if you don't know his name, you better pretend like you know his name. And again, I'm not just saying this for an $11 million client, even leases. And again, I'm like a new realtor. I've been a realtor for just under a year now. Of course, you meet so many people all the time, you might forget a name, but you better pretend. And then you're showing them, maybe go through some of their emails and okay, that's their name. And oh, hey, yeah, it was great showing you today, Alice, whatever, right? Like, you don't ask them, like, at least just you're gonna have to lie through it. You're gonna have to fake it till you make it. But $11 million house, what's your name? What? Oh, you don't know his name? Oh my God.
All right, let's get this tour started. Welcome in.
It's nice. I like the wood inlay.
It's very detailed. Very detailed. Even though Ben is Tenille's client, Tenille better get ready to split a commission with me. I'm not taking no for an answer, and this time it has to be done and right. Just better run me my money.
For the right price, the furniture can come, right?
At the right price.
I don't think anything is coming with that.
Okay, and that's another, I just like, I don't know, I just hate like agents who maybe don't do a lot of work and then expect like, you know, so much in return. She didn't even know the name and you're expecting this girl to give you the commission. If she's helping her with showings, definitely she should give her some sort of kickback if the sale goes through, or you can also become like a showing assistant where you just get paid for showings. Or you can make a deal based on, okay, if I show your client a house and he buys it, then we split the commission kind of thing. But it totally depends, and yes, you should get it in writing. But she's not doing anything. She doesn't know his name. She's repeating everything Tenille says, and she's like, what did she just say? That it can come with the furniture. That's another thing agents do, is kind of tell the client whatever they want to hear, but you need to like be realistic. You can't just tell them what they want to hear and then on closing they're surprised that there's no furniture or that you couldn't get furniture in the deal. Like, you can't have these false promises. Basically, it's going to piss off your client. So anyway, I cannot.
House, because she has picked out every piece.
I do recall her saying that.
This is a beautiful view.
Beautiful view.
Don't miss this beautiful bar. Can you see the outside bar?
The bar.
To the pool area?
Yeah,
You can entertain other clients.
I like that it's right off of the outside area and there's a door. So you can literally go from the pool, entertaining, come in, have a drink.
Very nice.
And you don't ever have to actually come in here if you don't want
It's
to.
a great entertainment space, but it can be homey too.
They've
It's not.
definitely made this home a home.
And the other thing, totally, that I'm glad like she's like saying things like with Tenille, but she's like cutting her off. Like, if it's two people, then you have to kind of like bounce like ideas off each other and like, you know when to cut in, not just either repeat what the person is saying or just cut them off. Like, I don't know.
It's not all just
Party.
Right.
The kitchen is suited for feeding
Many people. Literally.
The green.
Okay, well, you're gonna see it in 1 second anyway, but I just like this. It's another thing, maybe a misconception about realtors is like, you walk into a house and you're like, here's the kitchen, here's the living room, here's the bathroom. Like, nobody cares. You want to be asking people questions about themselves and then relating the house to that. Like, do you care? Would you care if you're walking around and you're like, oh, this is the kitchen, this is the fridge? What does that mean to you? It means nothing to you.
Granite is beautiful, custom, picked it out
What are some
herself.
dishes that you like to cook?
I'm a steak guy.
So I do like that she asked that, because like, you can't just be pointing things out. Like, I do like that she said like, okay, so what are some dishes you like to cook? Because then maybe, okay, you could use the broiler. I have no idea how to cook. Okay. You could use the stove. You could use something else. Those are the only two things I know for cooking. Anyway, so I'm glad that she asked him like a personal question and she's not just like pointing things out without like relating to her client.
So would you do a steak inside or outside?
Well, it doesn't matter as long as the steak is cooked in the right temperature.
Well, you have that option here. You can do inside or
Or
outside.
hire someone to cook.
A great question, but it's just like, again, with her energy thing, like, it seems like she just like doesn't connect with her client. Like, again, it's not her client, but it's just like, she's like, again, you could do that outside, like trying to be very perfect and professional, which is great. But like, I don't know, different things work for different people, like I said, but I know when I'm showing my clients, it comes off authentic, probably sometimes too authentic. Like, I do know other realtors that maybe, you know, try to be perfect or try to always see. I did showings with a realtor once, we could do a whole other story time, but basically would not admit to any faults in the property. I understand you're trying to sell the property, but it just comes off like not authentic. If there's like cockroaches or spiders and the client says that, and then you're like, oh, it's, you know, it's been vacant for this amount of time, or oh, like, it's fine, like, you know, you're kind of dismissing them. when literally sometimes I'm too honest. I think I was showing once and I was like, I think someone died in here, and they agreed with me and we left the property, right? And I was like, I honestly think I'm too honest, because maybe that kills a deal for me, but it just comes off authentic to your clients basically.
Or higher. Right. Follow me after you. Watch your step, bullet.
Sorry, I'm gonna skip through like a bit of the episode just because I don't really care about their own drama. I want to kind of focus on the transaction. So yeah, I really do want to get to her showing. Okay, so here we go. We're at the showing. So $14 million house, $420,000 commission. Again, I know this isn't her client. Okay, I get it's not her client, but if anything, if this deal goes through while Tenille's out of town, then they can split that commission. That is still $250,000. That's very significant. You know, especially as a new realtor who's doing leases for $2,000, you know, it's a lot of money. For anybody, it's a lot of money. So you would think you would come to this prepared, and it's not even about Tenille prepping her. She can prep her on things for the client that she knows like personally about the client. But this property is on the MLS, most likely. It might be an off-market deal, but I doubt it. This is on the MLS, which is public information for realtors. You could do a lot of homework before taking a client like this out and seeing this property. Okay, let's see if she did her homework. This is what I love about Florida too, is like the casitas. Like I love like the Spanish style homes. Really, really nice. Woo, that door. Yes.
I found another home for Tenille's client, Ben. She can't meet up with us
So she found the home. She found the home.
today, but I know this is going to be the perfect house for him.
Maybe she'll ask him his name again. I don't know. Ben? Do you remember? Ben.
Knock, knock.
Hello?
Okay, so here we go.
Hello.
Hey,
How are you?
how you doing?
Good.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you. This home was actually built around that tree.
Oh,
I mean, there's a lot of history
what's
to
the
that
name
tree.
of it?
Tree of life.
So, like, this is what I mean. And it's just so funny. I remember watching this, like, originally, and I was like, I know you're not going to know every single thing about a property. Like, this isn't her listing, so she's not going to know every single thing. But then don't point it out. Like, sometimes I don't know something, and I'm like, I hope they don't ask about that. But yeah, if you don't know, which was so obvious that she, like, didn't know, then at least, like, say, oh, I can go back to my office. I can double check on that for you. Like, just don't lie. But if you don't know what it is, don't point it out. Like, she's like, the tree is built around this, the house is built around this tree. Well, then you damn well know, like, the type of tree, how long it's been there. Like, come on. And then don't point it out.
Okay.
Yes.
How many bedrooms is that?
There's 8 bedrooms.
How many baths?
I'm sorry, there's 10 bedrooms, 8 baths. Or no, sorry, there's 8 bedrooms, 10 baths. Get this thing open.
You don't know how many beds and baths there is? That is like the most basic question. Again, the tree, things like that, things like taxes. This is public knowledge. It's all should be listed on the MLS listing. But beds and baths, price, that's like gonna be the first 3 questions somebody asks you. Also, she's about to open like this side paneling, which looks quite heavy. Like that should have been done before. You should always prepare an $11 million home that you're showing before the client comes, you know?
These doors are kind of heavy. At least get it started and we can go outside and see this amazing pool and backyard. Sorry, I've got to lift some weights here while I pull this door back. So let me get my workout on. I open this heavy door.
Wow.
Yes.
Now this is nice.
This is beautiful, isn't this?
This is the shit I'm talking about.
This is what's right. This is what makes it worth it. This is stunning.
What river is this?
This is the Dundee River.
Any idea, is there a maximum boat size that you can have in here?
I would have to double check on that for you, but
That's good that she said I have to go double check on that for you. You should be prepared with every single answer for like this type of listing. You know, if $500,000 is on the line, even for lower, you know, priced listings, you should, you know everything. But there are going to be things that you don't know. So it's good that she said, I'm going to have to double check on that for you. But yeah, you should come with like all, and like if this was me, I'd be up all night preparing like all possible ways this could go, because you want to be over prepared, especially for this type of caliber.
Excited to see the rest.
has a very like sexy, chic, romantic vibe. I do want to welcome you into this lovely closet.
I don't know why it bugs me the way she talks. Like this sexy, chic, romantic, like this sexy, beautiful, amazing closet. Like it just seems like fake, you know what I'm saying? So like maybe I would just be asking him questions like, oh, do you have a lot of suits? Do you have a lot of shoes? You know, could you use this space? Just like things that are more related to him, not like, look at this amazing bathtub and this stunning closet. Like you would want to maybe like relate it more to the client, you know, than your personal preferences.
Wow.
There's just so much space in here.
Yes, there is.
Think about yourself being here. Think about your items. I know I don't have all the information that Ben is asking for, but honestly,
That's not bad what you said either too. Like think about your stuff being here, think about your items, but it's just like, you know, it just comes off kind of like weird. Like be like, just ask, like I would be asking more personal questions basically.
honestly, this house sells itself.
The house doesn't sell itself. If the house sold itself, there wouldn't be any realtors. The house doesn't sell itself. You have to relate it to your client and their wants.
So this is our kitchen. This is a huge kitchen.
Beautiful, big, a lot of space. You know what the property taxes are.
I believe they were 6,000. I'm not 100%.
Also, what I always do, and especially for this, you should be bringing a listing. Like the listing, you can print it out. You can bring like it in a feature sheet, something to have for yourself in case your client asks you, so you can refer, and something to give them for them as well. I do that with like $2,000 leases, you know. Just always be over prepared, and like especially when you're walking through, she's at the end of the tour. She might forget that number. That's fine, but she's making stuff up because like for this condo here, the taxes are like $4,000 a year. So for an $11 million mansion, it's not going to be $6,000. So I don't know. If she knows she's going to forget or get nervous, maybe bring a listing, like the listing sheet printed out with you and for your client as well.
For sure, I'll check into that because I totally made up 6,000.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
That's kind of my humor though. I'm just like, oh, I totally made up 6,000. Like that's funny, but not for an $11 million listing. I don't know. Just.
what else? Show me. I know you're telling me something about this tree.
Yes, it is very old.
Okay. I'm gonna have to think about it, and I will reach back out to Tenille.
It is very old. Like, come on. And she's the one who pointed it out, so then know something about the tree. It's an oak tree. It freaking grows bananas. I don't know. Just know something about the tree. Anything about the tree. The owner's mom planted it. I don't know. Just one fact about the tree. That's it. Or don't point it out. Just don't point it out, okay? I totally understand, like, not knowing everything when you're walking through, like, a listing or showing somebody, but just, I don't know, try to make it more personable to them and just don't point out the things you don't know, okay? Again, I'm not perfect. I am a new realtor as well, but I just saw this and was like, oh my God, like, it just comes across like unprepared, and I'm sure she knows that. I'm sure she'll be better prepared next time, but yeah, it just comes across unprepared, and for a $500,000 commission and $11 million listing, you don't want to be unprepared. To not know the guy's name, like, come on. Okay, so let's see Tenille's reaction when she gets back now from her vacation and hears about how this showing went.
Good.
What, you done broke up with somebody?
No. Let me tell you about Malibu Barbie.
Who is Malibu Barbie?
Alexis, the balloon.
What? Where did Malibu Barbie go?
So,
I like that.
I called Ben and said, hey, how did it go? He said, horrible.
Right,
He was
he
joking.
really said horrible.
So I was like, are you serious? He was like, yes, it was horrible. Like, she didn't know anything about the house. Like, just small, basic stuff, like the rooms and bathrooms.
That's what I'm saying. It's small, basic stuff. Like, it's not like rocket science. Like, I understand being confused about bigger things. Again, bring a printout. It's like my #1 fan, bringing a printout, because I forget things too. But just like the basics, just the basics.
She didn't know.
She didn't know she couldn't reference anything. She just...
Nothing. She went to see the home with the listing agent before she toured with him.
I forgot about that, actually. That is crazy. That's what I was saying. Like, I understand it's not her listing, so therefore, like, it makes sense for her not to know everything. If she toured with the listing agent, like, there is some notes that could have been taken there that you could have referred to. You could have asked about the tree. Like, I forgot that she went with the listing agent, because I would understand it's not her listing, but if she had the opportunity, she should have been prepared, like way more prepared.
So she should have known every spec about this house. She's describing the house like this. You see the grass? It's green. The window through there, you see the sky? It's blue.
She did not do Tenille.
And the water, it's watery.
She was lying.
What?
That's how it came across, though. That's how it came across. So I understand. And that's what I'm saying. Like, realtors get a bad rep for doing that, and just don't do that. Just don't do that.
In the elementary Dr. Seuss Cat in the Hat motherfucking tour, and she giving
Cat in the Hat. She gave him a Cat in the Hat tour. How you gonna go and show a home and you don't know anything about the home? Did he say like he was done? Like,
no, because he said he, understood that it wasn't me. But I actually had to show him the home again. Beg for, apologize for her.
Oh, that sucks. I didn't know that she had to show him the home again, because that's just a waste of time. Like, why even get her help then? While you were away, to kind of take that stress off yourself, and then just to go back and show the home anyway. That's good that she didn't lose that client, but it's just like, it was more of a deterrent to anything. It didn't really help her. So anyway, well, yeah, there you go. That sums it up, kind of the whole video here. I don't really go into like their personal drama, but I do like seeing, how they do showings, their transactions, that kind of stuff. It is motivating as a realtor, but it's funny being on the back end as a realtor, like, how much work that this does take. And then just seeing this, like, I think there's a misconception that people think it's easy, and so they say, oh, the house sells itself, oh, it's in $1 million listing, like, just give me my $400,000 check, like, whatever, right? But it is sales. So it's not just, taking someone to a house and being like, here you go. That is a big investment, a big purchase, and your client wants to be able to see themselves there. It's not just about the house being beautiful, it's about the client seeing themselves there. If you are a realtor, then it is, it's good to really know your client and just come prepared, basically. So yeah, I'm glad I did my reaction video on this Selling Tampa. I believe this is episode 4. I hope they come up with a season 2 soon, because I do really like Selling Tampa. So definitely subscribe for more content, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.